Hello and welcome. We are Wings Boss Ladies. I'm Jacqueline Jones, your host, and today our spotlight guest is Tricia Stone with Stone Marketing Strategy. Welcome, Tricia.
Thank you, Jacqueline. I'm happy to be here.
It's great to have you here. And what you do for businesses is absolutely pivotal and a foundation to every business today. Digital marketing is everywhere.
It is.
And it is the backbone and foundation, as I just mentioned. Do you just want to speak a little bit about your history in what you do?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Thank you. You're right. Digital marketing is so important in the business world today, and it's everywhere. And it's really changed. You know, I've been in marketing for the past 15 years, and I started my business about 2 years ago. And there are a lot of marketers that say that marketing has changed more in the last 2 years than in the previous 50, and it's so true. And the pace isn't slowing down. So digital marketing is a very important thing for all businesses. In the past 15 years, I've helped a number of companies build out their marketing and build their marketing department. And then a couple of years ago, I decided I wanted to help small and mid-sized businesses do the same and help them reach their goals and grow their companies as well. And so here we are.
Here we are. And just making sure people really understand, if you have any business today, any business, no matter what line it's in, brick and mortar, you're selling a product or service, you have to have an online business. You have to have an online presence. You have to be on several social channels, and aligning with a good digital strategy company is key. And we're going to have you speak to that as well. As why is it so important?
So in today's world, everybody is online. The one of the important, caveats of marketing is be where your customers are. And your customers are online. They might not be on every channel, but they're on at least one, potentially two, potentially three. And the first thing that people do when they hear about your business or somebody recommends you to them is they'll type your name in Google and they'll see what comes up. So it is extremely important that when you type your name in Google, your website comes up, any positive reviews come up, your Facebook page or your Instagram page or your LinkedIn page. You need some sort of a presence that potential customers can see, because that is what's going to really make that first impression for them.
Yeah. And it's really building that know, like, and trust.
It is, yes. So the more of a presence you have, the more of a digital footprint, so to speak, that your company has, the more a customer can, or prospective customer, I guess I should say, can really gain an understanding before they even go to your store or go to your website that you are a trustworthy business, that you do have happy clients out there, and that they can trust that you are a reputable company.
Right. And so one of the things you do is work with your clients more as an extension of their company, and you build a strategy. Will you share about that?
So having a strategy is important for any business because it will help them understand not only what channels they need to be on, but also what messages are going to resonate best with their target audience, who their target audience is, who they're actually talking to, and the best way to reach them. So it's an important document. It doesn't need to be 100 pages,
right,
but it needs to outline a few key areas so that a business has a plan. And I think that's the important piece of any strategy is it's much more than just a vision statement or objectives. It's an actual plan on getting from where you're at now to where you want to be in X number of years.
Yeah. And you start by doing an audit.
We do.
Talk about that, because I think that is key, that so many companies aren't even aware of or don't receive.
Sure, absolutely. So we put together a full marketing audit for any company that we are looking to work with. And what we do is we show them their current digital footprint, so to speak, what your website looks like, what the messaging looks like on there, what your social media accounts look like, however many you have. If you have 3, if you have 5, any emails that are out there, as well as any reviews and and your online reputation, so to speak. And what we'll do do is we'll put that all together and then we'll analyze. So we'll show you what your website traffic looks like. We'll show you what your following looks like on your social media channels, as well as your engagement rate. And is that normal? Is that not normal? We'll look at different, if you're running ads, we'll look at those and what messages those are putting out there. And it's interesting because a lot of business owners don't really ever get that chance to see that snapshot, that overarching digital footprint of everything together. And when you see it all side by side, it can be surprising to see all the different messages that consumers are exposed to.
Yeah. Or how your website is even doing. And
Right.
you think just because you have a website, people should come.
Right.
And that's not the case.
Right. If you build it, they will come.
And
Only
that
works in the movies.
Only works in the movies. And not all digital marketing companies are the same. Can you speak to that a little bit?
I can, yes. Digital marketing today is a little bit like the Wild West, so to speak. It's there's low barriers to entry, so a lot of people are starting these businesses and throwing a few Facebook ads out there. And what you need to be cognizant of whenever you work with a marketing company is, are they going to provide you with a strategy and a plan that you'll be able to implement? You can certainly hire them to implement it for you. A lot of my clients do that as well. But you want to make sure that whoever you're working with has the knowledge and know-how to get you to where you want to be, to get you to what objectives you want to accomplish.
And the objectives are really about growing your business,
Yes.
growing your audience, growing your presence, growing your sales. We're all in business to make money, to serve our clients, to serve them really well. And you need a company like yours to do that. Tell us about the clients that you serve.
Sure. So we serve a multitude of different industries and clientele. We don't focus on just one industry right now. However, we do focus on businesses that are in growth mode. They're ready to grow. They're ready to get to that next level. They want to expand their social presence. They want to expand their digital footprint, so to speak, either through their website, SEO, social media, anything like that. And it can be anywhere. They can be smaller businesses or more mid-sized businesses. Typically, our clients have less than 200 employees. So we really do act as an extension of their business. They don't always have a separate marketing department. Sometimes they do, and we work in collaboration with them. But really, for our clients, we're an extension of their business, and that's what we strive to do in all of our client relationships.
Right. And I understand that you create content.
We do.
So it's not just about giving advice and a strategy and a plan, but you'll actually develop the content, keep the content going across all social channels that you collaborate to work with.
Right.
Share about that.
Sure, thank you for that. Yes, we do that. So some of our clients they just want the plan. They just want somebody to help them get organized. And then a larger percentage of our clients really want the full gamut, right? They would like a strategy put together. They want various pieces of that strategy implemented. And so that is something that we do focus on as well. We'll help them develop and create a content strategy, and then we'll create an editorial calendar for various types of content, and we'll plan it out and create that content for them as needed as well. So everything from website content to social media posts to blog posts to anything like that, where we can go in there and help them get the right message into the right channels so that our clients are saying what they want to say to their audience.
Right. And at that same time, you're building their brand, right? You're
We
building their values. You're building that know, like, and trust. So
Absolutely. It's all pretty interwoven, right? So any integrated marketing plan or strategy that you put together should weave that story from the beginning point. So from when that customer or potential customer types your business name into the search bar, they should start to get an idea of who you are and who your company is based on the website that you have out there, based on reviews that others have left. And then as they delve further, that message just kind of builds and resonates with them even more, right? So from the messaging on your website to the messaging in your social media channels to your blog posts. So they really start to gain an understanding of who you are as a company and what your brand represents, and if it's something that they align with.
right. And that's absolutely key. So what have you learned? What are kind of a takeaway that you've learned about having or owning a business in the last 2 years, going from, working in corporate in marketing and accounting, and now you have your master's in marketing. What have you learned about being a business owner?
Oh, so many things. I think the biggest piece that I've learned is that persistence is really key. It can be hard being a small business or a mid-sized business owner, any type of business owner, but especially as small business owners, you really need that persistence. Don't give up. Our days can go up and down. There's a lot of feast or famine cycles, especially in the first couple of years, but being persistent in your messaging, being persistent in your calling and in communicating with your potential clients is really important.
So persistence is probably the number one key when starting a business. Don't give up. Keep it going. I also want to add, make sure when you're persistent, you collaborate with the professionals that you need to in growing your business, like your marketing and your digital presence, like making sure your website, making sure your branding is strong, making sure you have a good bookkeeper, financial, you're looking at your numbers, making sure that you're collaborating. And don't think that just owning a business or growing a business is, you should be kind of solo. So get that team around you. Tricia, what else would you like to add and share about Stone Marketing Strategy?
The only other piece, and I think we've touched on this a little bit, is that we truly do collaborate with our clients, and we do focus and make it a part of our strategy to be that extension of our client's business. So instead of being a firm that may be just looking to do a project, we're really there committed to getting your messaging right, to getting the story right, to finding out who your ideal clients are, and to help you grow and reach those goals that you've set for yourself, and maybe even help you set some new ones.
Yeah, so that's key.
Yes.
And so one of the things I just want to make sure people are understanding is really interview your marketing company that you're working with, because they might fit into your budget. They still may not be right for you. Make sure that you understand that you can get an audit, that you should start with an audit, that there should be a plan, that you should be looking at the social channels that your company and your customers are on. Make sure that everything, that it's a good partnership.
Yes.
And it's not transaction.
Exactly. And the only other thing I would add to that, Jacqueline, is that make sure that whoever you're talking to, if there's a marketing firm that you're interviewing, make sure that you ask them for referrals. Are there other clients that they've worked with that can speak to what they've done for their company, especially if you can talk to other referrals who have had similar projects done or similar work done. And then seeing their sample work is always important as well. So if they've created strategies in the past or social media content calendars in the past, seeing an example of their work is important too.
That's terrific. So Tricia, what is the best way for our viewers to get in touch with you?
Absolutely. So they can go to our website at stonemarketingstrategy.com, and email or phone call works as well, but we do have a contact form on our website that they can fill out and let us know what they're looking for.
Terrific. And what's your phone number?
My phone number is 303-646-7702.
Terrific. Tricia, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. This has been lovely.
This has been fun. So thank you.
Yes.
We are Wings Boss Ladies. I'm Jacqueline Jones, your host, and today our spotlight guest, Tricia Stone, Stone Marketing Strategy. Thank you.
Thank you.
We thank you for being with us. We know you have choices and appreciate your viewership. Please subscribe and like us. We're Wings Boss Ladies. You can find us here and on several channels. I'm Jacqueline Jones, your host of the Wings Boss Ladies.